This book was written in 1972. In 1972, Warren Buffett was still practicing Graham style of cigar butt investing, and the author has already figured out the holy grail of investing. There are four categories of stocks that can produce 100 to 1 return. Number 1, advance, primarily due to recovery from extremely depressed prices at bottom of greatest bear market in American history. Special panics or distress situation at other times belong in this group too. Number 2, advance due to change in supply demand ratio for a basic commodity reflected in a sharply higher commodity price. Number 3, advance due to great leverage in capital structure in long periods of expanding business and inflation. Number 4, this is the most important, which practiced by Buffett, advance due to arithmetic results of investing earnings at substantially higher than average rates of return on invested capital. Thousands of investors have owned one or another of these 100 to 1 high-grade stocks at some time or other in the last 40 years. Probably not one in 1,000 has held his winner until it increased 100-fold in value. All, of course, wish they had done so, yet it would be just as great a mistake to assume that what has will continue to be forever and ever, or to pay now for all the growth that can be foreseen. Investing is a game of probabilities and possibilities, but not certainties. The stock market is like the game of poker. A wise investor bets big only when the odds are stacked heavily in their favor. If not, they don't do anything. If you remember nothing else about PE ratio, remember to avoid stocks with excessively high ones. You will save yourself a lot of grief and a lot of money if you do. With few exceptions, an extremely high PE ratio is a handicap to a stock. In the same way that extra weight in the saddle is a handicap to a racehorse. Suppose you meet today an old friend whom you have not seen for 15 years. Biologist tells us that there is probably not a single cell in either of you that was there when you last met. Yet you have no trouble recognizing each other and recalling matters which interested you both when you last met. This is possible only because each dying cell is so faithfully replaced by a like cell. So it is with corporations. No matter how broad-minded we are, how dedicated to equal opportunity, we tend to hire and promote our kinds of people. Hence, it is unwise to look for a quick turnaround in any organization whose management has demonstrated a lack of moral principle. Earnings are simply reported profits, no matter how obtained. Earnings may rise because of a sudden, non-recurring surge in demand, because of a price advance, because of a change in accounting practices. Earning power is competitive strength. So, number thing, you are looking for a cheap stock. Second, you are looking for a company that needs room to grow. Third, the stock will be in a game-changing industry. And finally, is to hang on, avoid selling. 100 to 1 in the stock market by Thomas Phillips. This book discloses the secrets and strategies to increasing your wealth 100-fold through buy and hold investing. Unlike the short-term trading trends that are popular today, the author radical approach focuses on identifying compounding machines in public markets, buying their stocks, and holding these investments long term for at least 10 years. This book is recommended by Mohnish Pabrai. It is an old book. This book is focuses on the diligence processes rather than trading, and who is focused on buying and hold to an extreme years. You have to find one company that will experience stunning compounding growth over 20 to 30 years. Invest heavily in it and don't diversify into a lot of other stocks because that will dilute your returns. Hold on to it and don't sell ever, ever, ever. The biggest risk is to find that one company. It is basically the luck. Most people can't buy and hold a single stock, even it is doing really well. Most people come to the pressure to take profit when the company hits a rough patch, and all the companies hit rough patch. So what it takes a stock to compound so much? The most important thing is competitive advantage. The company has to have something critical that would be impossible for another firm to copy it. In this book, the author covers the history of the stock market for more than 350 stocks, which appreciated by more than 100 times. The company must be small. The company must be relatively unknown. The company must have a unique product. The company must have a strong, progressive, research-minded management. The author Phillips suggests the following places to get an exposure of these companies. Inventions that enable us to do things we have always wanted to do but could not do before. Some examples are automobiles, airplanes, and television. New methods or new equipment for doing things we long have had to do, but doing them easier, faster, or at less cost than before. Some examples are computers and earth-moving machineries. Processes or equipment to improve or maintain the quality of service while reducing or eliminating the labor required to provide it. Some examples are disposable syringes and frozen foods. New and cheaper sources of energy such as kerosene replaces whale oil, fuel oil replacing oil, and electricity generated by atomic power replacing them all. New methods of doing essential jobs with less or no ecological damage.